nil, and off to the Championship they shall go, where they belong. Look, that wasn't a vintage Liverpool performance. It was a first half that we were frustrated in, but ultimately, class told. In the end, we found the breakthrough with Andy Robertson, and then Lord Divock came off the bench to do what he does, which is score against Everton. I'm going to go through and give you my thoughts on the game, as well as asking you guys to vote for your Anfield agenda man of the match as well. To any Evertonians that went to the game today, I hope you enjoyed the experience. I hope the kids enjoyed it. Maybe you brought them into the trophy cabinet, showed them around, showed them where, this is where the cuckoo clock is in our stadium, full of trophies. You mightn't see any for a while. Johnson's Paint Trophy is a possibility for the Blue and Whites, but today it's all about the Reds. All about the Reds as we march on triumphantly towards potentially a 20th league title, Champions League semi-final to look forward to on Wednesday as well, an FA Cup final to go with the League Cup that we've already got in the bag. And thankfully we got through that game with no major injury concerns after Everton tried to do what we knew they were going to do, which is come and try and kick the shit out of our players. Richarlison's a cheating scumbag. I hope he rots in the Championship where he belongs, because he's nothing but a B-Tech thug. Decore is another scumbag who can fuck off right down to the Championship as well. I don't have any sympathy for them. None. All they tried to do out there was cheat from the start, waste time, roll around 7 times in the first half. 7 times in the first half Richarlison was down rolling around. Did I just put up 8 fingers there, by the way? 7 times in the first half Richarlison was down rolling around. And you know what? You got what you deserved. You got what you deserved. Your performance was tepid. I was expecting more from Everton today, but then again I keep being let down by opposition. Everton tried to frustrate us in the first half. Jurgen Klopp's team selection was one that would normally work against a team that come to play football. But today, we've seen that it was one of those days that Everton came to defend. Now look, I'm going to go in and give you my thoughts in more detail in a moment. But before I do, just want to remind you guys that we are being brought to you today with thanks to our friends at the OneFootball app. Don't forget, you can download the all-conquering OneFootball app entirely free. Get everything you can see on the screen here now. Fixtures, league tables, video content, augmented reality features, all free. All available with the link in the description below. And thank you to our friends at the OneFootball app. Right, look, there's a lot to unpack in this game, and it was definitely a game of 2 halves. Now, Connor's going to be asking you guys for your man of the match. That poll will be running in the live chat. Have your say. But I tried to convince myself for the past few weeks that I wasn't that guy. That I didn't want Everton to get relegated, that I was the bigger person, and that I wanted the city of Liverpool to have 2 Premier League teams representing the city, a proud city which I love dearly. But those Everton players once again revert to type, the type being shithouses, and they deserve to be in the Championship because they're crap. They're shite. They literally are. The only option they really had was young Gordon, who I thought played a good game for them when he stayed on his feet. He gave Trent all kinds of trouble down the right-hand side, and had probably Everton's best chance of the game. Richarlison is a disgrace of a footballer. He just is a disgrace. I don't know what else to say. When he's not feigning injury, he's trying to injure other players. Jordan Pickford was wasting time in the first 10 minutes, catching balls and then just suddenly falling to his feet just to waste time. And it's very difficult to have any sympathy for them. I understand why they do it. Of course I do. They're in a relegation battle. Every point counts. But that's not going to get you out of a relegation zone. Doing what Burnley have done. Try to be brave. Try to play. Try to get the crowd behind you and get momentum in a relegation battle. All of the things we haven't seen from Everton and didn't see again today. And you know what? Good. I couldn't give a shit. I hope you go down. You deserve to go down. From our perspective, job done. We move on. We've another massive game coming up. Divock Origi. If that is to be his last moment, last big moment for Liverpool, then no better moment than to do it against Everton again. He loves a goal against Everton, does Lord Divock. But you know what? I was so happy for Robbo to open the scoring today. You could see what it meant to him. And it all came from, again, Mohamed Salah picking up the ball. Cuts inside and then plays a lovely ball to the back post, and there is Andy Robertson, heads it back where it comes from. That's what we're all taught as kids. If you're in on goal, just knock that ball back where it came from. Pickford was coming across, couldn't get there in time, and it goes into the far corner. The roof comes up at Anfield and the shackles come off then because we've got the breakthrough. It's very difficult when you're playing against a team who put everybody back behind the ball, are very compact and tight, and say to you, come break us down. And look, that's been our kryptonite occasionally, but I like to think that eventually with this Liverpool team and the calibre of players that we have and the belief they have in themselves, that they back themselves to find a way through it. And we did it today, and it wasn't from a penalty and it wasn't from a set piece. It came from some inventive play. And you could see in the second half, especially, we were playing 10 or 15 yards higher up the pitch. We weren't even letting Everton out. In that second half, I think it was in the second half, maybe it was the first. There was one point where they did 10 minutes worth of possession and it was 91% to Liverpool. I think we had like 11 corners in the second half. Every metric, every statistic around that game will show you that Liverpool were the better side. But it still doesn't stop us from saying that, let's be honest, half time, we're all a little bit tetchy. We were. Because we hadn't really created anything. We hadn't made Jordan Pickford make any saves, and up until maybe 65 minutes, it was getting a bit frustrating. But look, we did it. We got the job done. Clean sheet, 2 more goals to the goal difference. We will play before Manchester City play next week. We play on the 12:30 kickoff against Newcastle away. And then Manchester City have what I think will be a tricky fixture for them when they rock up to Ellen Road to take on Leeds. So, I'll cover both of those games for you guys next weekend, absolutely. The Anfield Agenda Man of the Match poll is up there now. Your options are Andy Robertson, Divock Origi, Alisson for the shithousery, or Joel Matip. They're the options Connor has put in. I'd be honest with you, I'd really struggle to pick out a Liverpool Man of the Match today. But look, it wasn't vintage, and do we really care? No. My main concern with this game is that we don't pick up any injuries, and that all the lads go through and get ready for the game midweek. So from that perspective, I'm all good with it. But yeah, look, I'm genuinely baffled how Everton could spend so much money, and that's what they have. Now, I'm aware they didn't have Dominic Calvert-Lewin today, and he has been something that I suppose Frank Lampard would have been hoping he'd have available to him, someone that, can make a difference at the other end of the pitch, but they're just shy. I mean, look, I don't mean to kick someone, but they are honestly awful. Awful, awful, awful. And that might be the last derby. That might be the last league derby that we have with them for a few seasons, because I thought that they were going to find a way out of relegation. I did. I really thought that they'd do it. And they still might, but not playing like that. I mean, them and Burnley right now are night and day. They really are. But for us, we've got bigger fish to fry, my friends. I'm going to go into the chat and see how you guys feel about it. The Man of the Match poll is there, as I said. But look, I'm going to go into the chat now and see how you all feel about it. My player ratings I'm going to record as a separate video, by the way, because I'm on my own today. The lads are actually at the game and the rest of the guys are busy. So I'm going to record that. That'll be up in a while. Right, let's go in and see what we think about it. Richarlison's a diving cheat, said Thunder512. We were made to work today, said Nathan. Yes, it was a puzzle that we finally found a way and figured it out. I have to say, actually, and I know it was mentioned in our chat as well, I thought Klopp's substitutions were spot on again. And look, when the manager makes changes, you hope that they impact the game. And I think it's fair to say that they did today. Bringing Origi on, it was just a masterstroke, wasn't it? The man loves playing against Everton at Anfield. And none of us, I don't think any of us, were surprised to see Divock Origi score that second goal at the Kop end. It's a lovely moment for him. I'm sure a lovely moment for the Kop as well. I'm sure they loved seeing our Lord and Saviour Divock wheeling away to celebrate after scoring the second, which came from an acrobatic attempt by Luis Diaz that kind of went down into the ground, bounced up, and Divock was there to just head it into the roof of the net. Pickford probably having flashbacks about headers from Divock Origi, but look, it wasn't vintage, it wasn't great, we'll play better, but injury free, 3 points, clean sheet. I mean, that's ticked all the boxes for me. They're worse than awful, said Rav. Look, I've no sympathy for them. I don't. Like, they're a very easy team not to like, Everton. And I think Decore and Richarlison were probably the two that stood out for me there today as two absolute shithouses in chief. And not in a good way. I mean, young Gordon, look, there's a lot to admire about the young lad. I know we'll banter and we'll take the piss now, but there's a lot in young Gordon because he's a good footballer. He just needs to rein it in a bit, stay on his feet a little bit more and work on his end product, because that pace and that power that he runs with, they'll cause teams trouble and caused us trouble today. I thought he was maybe their one bright spark in that Everton team. Actually, do you know what? I lie. I thought their left back, the young Ukrainian guy that they brought in, I think they brought him in January. I thought he was okay for them as well today. I thought in the first half in particular, he managed to defend against Mohamed Salah very well. We got a bit more space in the second half, particularly, as the game opened up and Everton looked to come back into it after we scored the opening goal. Some stats for you: 18 shots in the game for Liverpool, 4 on target, an XG of 2.01 against 0.49 for Everton, 42 touches in the opposition box, 89% passing accuracy. Liverpool with 83% of the possession in that game. 83% in a Premier League game, in a derby. You can't come to Anfield with 17% possession and think you're going to leave it at them. Villarreal might play like that, said AV12. I would say there'll be a better version of that. Villarreal, I don't think, will sit as deep. And they will attack, I think, far better when they break. And that might be a good dress rehearsal for Wednesday night, because I'm expecting it to be a war of attrition against an Unai Emery team that will absolutely be set up and know their jobs. He's an excellent coach. Divock, untouchable versus Everton. Gonna miss Divock, said David Carroll. Yeah, I mean, I've got the interview paused there now, the match interview. Himself and Robbo were there, and just even glancing up at the two boys just makes me smile. Do I think Everton are going down? Today, yes. That performance today made me just think, if that's the best they have in a derby, and look, if Everton even got a point out of that game, it probably gives them a spring in their step and some belief for the remainder of the campaign. But I think they have 6 games now to go. They're behind Burnley, although Everton do have a game in hand. But Burnley are showing something. They're showing a bit of fight. They're showing a bit of ambition to try and, play their way to stay in the Premier League. Where Everton seem like a team that are hoping for things to go for them rather than trying to be masters of their own destiny, if that makes any sense. Thiago is a wizard of a player, said Dave. Yeah, he just keeps things ticking along, doesn't he? He just moves the ball from side to side. Got that Samba heartbeat. And looking back at it, if I had have known that Everton were going to sit that deep and not have a go, I probably would have started with Jordan Henderson. In that game, I thought Henderson might have helped set a tempo in the first half where we were really lacklustre. And look, that's okay. There are going to be times in the run-in that we're not at our brilliant best, but it's all about getting over the line and just getting the job done, and we did that. Love from Ontario, Canada, said Darren Spence. How are you, Darren? Always lovely to see you in the chat. Diaz is so good. He is, isn't he? He's class. He's just a bundle of energy. It's just, you don't know what you're going to get with Luis Diaz. He's exactly the type of player that you do not want the opposition bringing on when you're starting to tire. I mean, looking over and seeing Diaz coming off the bench, the Everton fullbacks must have just been going, no. But don't worry. The good news is there aren't players of the calibre of Luis Diaz in the Championship. So, that Johnson and Payne trophy, got to live big, dream. South Africa's in the house with Chikamoto. How are you, my friend? Lovely to see you in. Don't forget, do hit the subscribe button for me and drop a like on the video if you are enjoying bragging our asses off that another Merseyside derby has gone Liverpool's way. They did get the one last year, and I'm sure that DVD is still in the Everton Club shop in the bargain bin somewhere, maybe next to the glory moments of 1980 something. I don't know. Did they have glory moments? They have a cuckoo clock, a lovely cuckoo clock. Can't wait till City humble you. Well, you won't be humbling me, Connor, will you, mate? You won't do fuck all, princess. And City won't humble us, mate. We've already knocked them out of the FA Cup. And there's nothing humble about that Manchester City team or the way that they've been funded or the way that club is run. In fact, humble is probably the last word I'd use. And they won't humble us, mate. They win the league, they'll win the league. If we win the European Cup, we win the European Cup. But it'll be because everybody else is shite. And we're the 2 best teams by a fucking country mile. So don't be giving a Billy big bollocks like you when anybody else has anything to say. Stop. We're brilliant. You know we're brilliant. Accept the brilliance. Give the credit. And just chill. It's all good. Richarlison's a dirty player. Oh, he is, yeah. He is. And not in a good way. Like, there's some players that I look at and I think I have a begrudging respect for their shithousery. He's just a thug. City fans acting like they didn't rob Everton of a penalty. Look, whatever happens between us and City will happen. That's still to unfold. 5 games left for both teams. 1 point in it yet again. You're a glory hunter, bro. Yes, Zane, I'm a glory hunter, mate. You know I grew up in the 90s, don't you, mate? I was born in 81. I grew up through the 90s watching Liverpool win fuck all. So I don't know what I was glory hunting, princess, because I had to wait 30 years to see Liverpool lift the league title. And if that's glory hunting, I'm bad at it. I need to be better, mate. You know, but don't worry. The good news here, my friend, is that I'm getting plenty of practice at it now. I mean, I've almost got the Hendo Shuffle down. So maybe in another 2 or 3 trophies, I might get there. But you know what I won't do? Remember who the fuck you are, mate. So, bye-bye. Where were you when we were getting beaten last season, mate, and we were languishing? I don't remember you calling me a glory hunter then when there wasn't much glory going on. Just take the salt, mate, and then get yourself a bottle of water and drink it all down. And just know that I am loving every second of your bitterness. Every minute, every morsel of it makes me moist, mate. I am fucking loving this salt. Bring it on. My only regret is we didn't let Origi play more, said Ajar. Do you hope they get relegated now? I do, and I don't like that I'm saying that. I don't like that I'm that guy. I want to be a bigger person. I want to be a better person, but I'm not. I'm a petty little fool that wants to see the blue and white shite relegated. So, you know, it is what it is. Another Zakir, mate. I don't know if English is your first language or not, Zakir. So, Uncle Craig, I was going to help you out, Zakir. So again, you're a glory hunter is not a grammatically correct sentence, my man. The phrase you're looking for there, buddy, is you are a glory hunter. If you'd like to abbreviate it, sir, it's YOU apostrophe R-E. Don't you worry about it though. It's a championship level of banter from, I'm guessing, a championship caliber of fan. But that's why I'm at the top, mate. Tippity top, and you're down here. So again, Uncle Craigo, always here, always willing to help. Consider this my public service to all the morons out there that try and banter but haven't got the intellect to deal with somebody. And let's be honest, I'm pretty fucking amazing. To deal with somebody of my intellect, my witticisms, and my ability to just put whiny little bitches in their place. I mean, I may start a private ambulance company to deal with all these whiny little bitches. So, I'm a glory hunter. Brilliant. Don't care. Still here. Still 136,000 subs. Still have a Twitch deal. Still atop of that Premier League pile. Still in the Champions League semi-final. Woo! Glory hunt man nuts, bitch! I hope the blue and white shy get relegated. Salt emojis in the chat. It's beautiful. I mean, I didn't think I was going to get this level of entertainment today. I thought that it'd be fairly quiet, but this is brilliant. I mean, I could lap this up for hours. How's the Anfield agenda man of the match poll looking? Robbo, clear way so far. We'll leave that running for a couple of more minutes. Don't forget, I'll be doing a man of the or match reaction player ratings in a couple of minutes. That'll be going up as a pre-recorded video. Anybody else like to cry in the chat, or can I concentrate on my fellow Liverpool fans for the last few minutes? Or are there any petulant little trolls jumping up and down that would like a little pat on the head because, I don't know, maybe you weren't breastfed, maybe daddy left, maybe your brothers and sisters don't like it, maybe you smell, I don't know. But I'm not here to resolve your issues. I'm going to chat with my fellow Liverpool fans now for a couple of minutes. So excuse me, trolls, while I just go and talk to people that I actually enjoy interacting with. The quad's on. Oh, the smell of it. Smell of the quad. I hope Paddy and Chris are enjoying it as well, by the way. They're over there at the game today, so I hope they're enjoying it. Hope they're outside having a bit of fun. Can I remember I said to play Origi 2 days ago, said Kieran. Yeah, there's been a good few shouts from Liverpool fans to play Divock, and as I said earlier on, if that's the moment where Divock signs off on his Liverpool career, and let's be fair, what a moment, what a career, what a set of moments he's had in a Liverpool shirt. The Everton goal, a late Newcastle goal, Barcelona, the Champions League final, and again today against Everton. It's he's definitely gone down in Anfield folklore, Divock, as a man who showed up in the big moments, and sincerely, if that is to be his bow at Anfield, if he is to, and I think Klopp will give him a run out for the end of the season to get a proper goodbye. If he is to head off to Serie A, to Inter Milan, I wish him nothing but the best, Divock, and I think I speak for all of Liverpool fans when I say thank you for everything that you've done, Div. And yeah, what a man, what a man. A couple of super chats I've missed. Jack Hon, thank you, mate. You haven't put a comment in, but I appreciate your support, buddy. Really, really do. What else have we got? A lad called DT. Not that DT. Don't think you're allowed phones where he is. 179. Thank you very much, mate. Really kind. Didn't write anything, so I don't have anything to say on it. Loved Alisson imitating Pickford. Oh, I know. I love it. I love a bit of Ali shithousery. Frank, who's over in Australia, said it's 3:45 a.m. and he's loving it. Boom. We'll only accept Núñez as a replacement for the Lord and Saviour Origi. Look, I don't even think we're going to buy another forward, if I'm being really honest. Unless we're to lose one of either Mane or Salah, I don't think we'll go out and get somebody. Far Isles in the chat. Dave, how are you, mate? I hope, no doubt you were cooking up a storm, because Dave likes to cook when Liverpool are playing, because it's nerve-wracking for him. Thanks for all the content. My pleasure. Thank you for being here with me. I've had great fun today. My voice is almost going, as you can hear, but I've got a free gaff. My wife's up in Dublin. My daughter's at the Ed Sheeran concert. Not even the dog here. It's just me, the TV, and the whole evening's worth of football still to go. And look, I want to take a second again to thank everyone, because I know sometimes people just pop in and out and I don't, I say these things regularly, but I don't expect people to be here all the time. So again, I just want to take a second to say we've had another amazing year, another amazing season on Anfield Agenda with your support. We're continuing to push on. Our community's forever growing. We're moving across to Twitch Live next year for all our live watch-alongs. We hope to see you guys over there as well. But fucking hell, what a journey. What a journey it has been. From the Hodgson days to now. To where we are as Liverpool fans, to be able to sit back and know we've a Champions League semi-final, to know we've an FA Cup final to go, to know no matter what happens in the title race, be it Manchester City or be it Liverpool that lift that title, we know that our boys couldn't have done any more. They couldn't have. You'll get opposition fans trying to say Liverpool bottled another league title. Nobody's bottling anything. Whoever wins this title will have earned it. If Manchester City win it, I'll be on here and I'll say congratulations to them and well done. If we win it, I'll be on saying the same thing. Congratulations to us and well done. There's no bottling this title race. You are looking at two teams. And look, we can talk about how they're assembled. We can talk about finances. But on the pitch, we're looking at two teams now who would grace any era, in any league, in any campaign. We're looking at two managers that are legendary managers in the game. And there's no bottling this. We're seeing standards being set that have never been set before, that may never be matched again by two teams going toe-to-toe, fighting it out. So whatever happens, there's no bottling involved here. It's just unfortunate. One team will be second, one team will win it. And, that's the way sport is. And look, two heavyweight boxers throwing punches, only one can win. And look, it'll be tough, but I tell you what, I'd rather be here. I'd rather be where we are now than go through all those years of middling, finishing 6th, 7th. Nah, right here, where we are. Roll on the end of the season. Roll on the last 5 games. Believe in faith, we're going to win the league, said Heisenberg. Roll on Champions League now, said Glenn Boylan. Yeah, look, I'm fucking buzzing. I can't wait. Busy week for me ahead. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all watch-alongs of European games over on Twitch. It's going to be good. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be a great end to the season. Do we have a song for Sadio? Well, there's a couple of songs for Sadio. What else we got? The man, the myth, the legend, Divock. Yes, I was delighted for Divock today. What a moment. What a moment. Right, let me have a look and see where we are. So Robbo's still ahead, but we'll leave the man of the match, Paul, running for a couple more minutes before we finish up. So anything you guys want to put into the chat, please do. I'm in great form now, so I'm looking forward to reading some more happy Liverpool comments. Congratulations to LFC women from Leah Paris as well. Yeah, absolutely. Great to see the ladies secure their place back in the WSL next season. Do I think Origi is the GOAT? No, but he's a cult hero, and rightly so. And yeah, I mean, just looking at him now, what a man. What if we both finish on the same point, same goal difference? What happens then? Do you know what? I won't lie. I don't know. The only things I know that could happen, and I don't know what way exactly the Premier League is. If the goal difference is the same, I don't know if it goes the goal scored, or if it will go straight to a playoff. I don't know. I haven't got a clue off the top of my head. All I know is obviously it goes to goal difference. After that, I don't know if it does go to goal scored or if it will be a playoff between the two teams. I genuinely don't know. But I'm sure as that moves closer and maybe the possibility of that, I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. Head to head, that won't split them either. 2 draws, so that won't split either team either. If it goes head to head, we've both played each other and drawn 2-2 twice, so that won't change anything. That won't break that dead rubber. So we'll go to a playoff. Ooh. I still think there's a twist to go. I do, and I don't know who, but somebody will drop points. I feel that somebody's going to drop points, and I don't know who it might be. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Let's wait and see how the cards fall. Cannot wait for the Smurfs to get relegated, said the real bogger. Can you tell us the aggregate score against United, said No Salad. It was 0-0. No, it wasn't. It was 9-0, mate, over the course of the season. 5-0 at Old Trafford McDisneyland and 4-0 at Anfield, where we took it a little bit easy on them. The early frustration made this even better, said TK Walker. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was tough, wasn't it? It was. First half was tough. It was a hard watch. Who do I think will get top 4? I've said Arsenal all season, but then I was convinced. Paddy convinced me of the Spurs thing. I honestly believe whoever gets the result in the North London derby gets top 4. It's advantage Arsenal. They can afford the draw on that game. So I think it comes down to a straight shootout in the North London derby, and what a game that is going to be. I'm already sticking money on a red card in that game, by the way, straight away. Does Paddy's brother support Everton? Yes, he does, Irfan. There was actually quite a few Irish Evertonians, and Paddy's brother's one of them. My best friend's father was an Evertonian or an Everton fan as well. But there's a good Irish connection there as well. And yes, Paddy's brother is a Liverpool fan. Diaz is sensational, says Faranul. He's amazing, buddy, isn't he? He's so good. He's just like this mad box of tricks that you just don't know what's going to happen. And that's deadly because it has all of us on the edge of our seats. And if it has us as fans on the edge of our seats not knowing what's going to happen, then heaven knows what it must be like to play against them. Have we signed Carvalho from Fulham yet? The general perception, and I include the people I speak to in this as well, Adar, is that yes, the deal to bring Fabio Carvalho to Liverpool is done and dusted. Now obviously nobody's going to commit to this from either club yet because Fulham have promoted themselves. They've got to go, and I think one more point pretty much gives them the championship, and Liverpool have to keep our focus on the end of the season. But yes, Fabio Carvalho will be a Liverpool player next season, and I very much look forward to seeing him in a Liverpool shirt because he looks like a talented young man. Diaz ball control was fantastic. Yeah, he's absolutely quality. Iranian Pride, my man, lovely to see you back in. Feels like it's been a little minute since we spoke. I hope you're well. Yeah, Diaz is deadly. And did everyone have that moment when Diaz volleyed it down into the ground and it was breaking up in the air, and you all of a sudden then just glance up and you see this beautiful specimen of a man in a Liverpool shirt just rising for the ball, and then you go, oh my god, it's Divock, it's Divock, it's Divock, there's his moment, bang, goal, and Divock wheels away to celebrate with a cop. It is a beautiful thing when Divock's happy, we're all happy. Can you send a message to my bro who's an Everton fan? Enjoy the championship, my man, and maybe that Johnson Payne Trophy someday, big day at Wembley for the fam. I honestly, I am that petty now. I don't have it in me to rise above the banter and be a nice person. Fuck them. I want them to get relegated. Everton deserved to go down playing like that, said Charles Foreman. Cheating and diving when not even getting touched. Pickford was time wasting most of the game till they were losing. We did great to dig this out. I couldn't agree more, Charles. And look, I couldn't agree more, but I can also, banter aside, entirely understand why Everton were doing it. Do you think if Everton left out with a point today, they'd have cared that we're sitting here moaning about the performance? No, it was about a means to an end for Everton today, and you just knew that once we got the breakthrough, they didn't have it in them to come and undo us or put up a fight. So I always felt, and you probably watch it if you watch back the game in my commentary, I was really chilled once we broke through. I never felt for a second like we were gonna concede. Allison's mocking of Pickford was funny, said Dave. Absolutely, Dave. It was brilliant. Who should be the front three against Villarreal? I would stick to Diaz on the left, Mane through the centre, and Salah on the right, personally. Craig, this keeps me up at night. How would you feel if Stevie G's Villa screws us? I mean, I don't see how Villa can screw us. They don't owe us anything. If Villa go, I think the last day of the season, is it that they're playing City? I mean, look, that's up to Villa. They'll have their own things to sort out. The fact that we're relying on somebody to do us a favour it's tough. But look, it's small margins at this end of the Premier League. I wouldn't hold it against Villa. And anyway, they've got their own jobs to do. Right, look, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go and record my player ratings. But again, I want to say thank you so much to everyone that's tuning in to watch it. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. Drop a like on the video as well. We'll have lots more content coming up in the coming days. I will be back tomorrow with a preview ahead of the Villarreal game with my starting 11 prediction and score prediction. Then tomorrow night, myself and Chris will be back live at 8:45 here on YouTube. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the watch-alongs for those games will be over on Twitch, starting with Manchester City Real Madrid on Tuesday night, then Liverpool against Villarreal on Wednesday, and we'll finish up then on Thursday with West Ham against Frankfurt in the first leg of the Europa League semi-final. So look, thank you guys so much. Thank you to our sponsors as well. The fantastic, all-conquering OneFootball app. You can download OneFootball entirely free from the link in the description below. OneFootball are great supporters of not just this channel, but football content creators in general. And without the likes of OneFootball, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you to OneFootball. Thank you a million to you guys. I'm going to go and enjoy my free gaff and get myself a pizza or something. Talk to you